Top 10 Fastest Touring Motorcycles in 2023. The common perception of touring motorcycles is that they are large boats that favor comfort over chassis dynamics and speed. That might have been the case at one point, but nowadays speed, handling, and all-day comfort are no longer strangers. Today, touring motorcycles are not necessarily large and heavy, with huge fairings and couch-like seats. Manufacturers are repurposing sports and adventure bikes, easing riding positions, adding comfort and weather protection, and removing off-road-centered features from adventure bikes, such as 21-inch front wheels, and substituting sizes for which road-specific tires are available. 10. Motoguzzy V100 Mandello 135 miles per hour. Motoguzzy surprised us all by dropping a gorgeous and thoroughly modern touring bike in our laps in 2023. And though it continues to utilize the typical Guzzi V-twin architecture, the rest of it is wrapped in an arresting package full of modern features and technology. But perhaps the most surprising of all is how sporty, yet all-day comfortable it is. The V-twin is blessed with 115 horsepower, and can get up to 135 miles per hour when push comes to shove. 9. MV Augusta Turismo Veloce Lusso SCS 143 miles per hour. MV Augusta is the king of futuristic performance motorcycles. And the Turismo Veloce Lusso SCS is a prime example of the kind of premium cappuccino they're serving up to their clients. And though it may look comparatively tame, when you consider that the Rush 1000 is one of MV Augusta's other bikes, it takes a back seat to no one when it comes to producing power and speed. The 800 cubic centimeters engine produces 110 horsepower and can give you a head rush at 143 miles per hour. 8. Yamaha Tracer 900 GT 144 miles per hour. The Yamaha Tracer 900 GT, derived from the naked MT-09, has the underpinnings of a sporty roadster with a fairing that offers good weather protection, an upright riding position, and decent seat comfort. It's a great combination of performance, handling, comfort, and, perhaps most important of all, reasonable price. Having said all of this, Yamaha will soon update this model, so watch this space. 7. Ducati Multistrada V4 Pikes Peak 155 miles per hour. We are sure that's not what Ducati had in mind when they named this feral version of the Multistrada V4, Pikes Peak. There was a lot of racing pedigree associated with that name, and the Multistrada V4 is definitely the motorcycle to carry that name proudly. After all, the bike does feature a 170 horsepower V4 that can speed up to 155 miles per hour, when called upon to do so. And if that's the bike you're taking to tour on, you won't be bored a single mile of your trip. 6. BMW K1600B 162 miles per hour. The BMW K1600 GTL is a monster of a bike that still manages to have excellent chassis dynamics in an all-singing, all-dancing touring bike configuration. But it's large and it feels like it. Then there's the K1600B, the bagger version of the K1600 range. Powered by the same sublime 6-cylinder, 1,600 cubic centimeters, 160 horsepower engine, it just loves to rev and makes the most intoxicating sound in motorcycling, out of all character to the rest of the bike. At 476 pounds, it's not a featherweight, but the suspension is configured to give not only an excellent ride on the highway but also control the bulk with finesse when the road twists and turns. Comfort is second to none, meaning those long-distance journeys can be both relaxing and fast at the same time. 5. Suzuki GSX S1000 GT Plus 164 miles per hour. Suzuki is no stranger to both touring and sport bikes. And it was a no-brainer to take the discontinued GSX S1000F and turn it up to 11. The GSX S1000 GT Plus holds a GSXR 999 cubic centimeters beast of an engine that will get you to 164 miles per hour, if you can hold on to the handlebars tight enough. It also has the perfect features to be an all-day, comfortable touring bike for two, as the seating is plush for the rider and the passenger. In addition, the hard luggage comes standard, as do the windshield, large capacity gas tank and LED lighting. 4. Kawasaki Concor 14 to 165 miles per hour. Brilliant, almost old school, big Japanese 4-cylinder machine, which is in essence the Kawasaki ZX14R with a few more concessions to touring. Really, the ZX14R was already a great long-distance motorcycle, unless you couldn't hack the very forward-leaning riding position that is admittedly a lot roomier than an out-and-out sport bike but still not all-day relaxing. The Concor 14 addresses that issue with higher set handlebars and a taller and larger screen to direct air over the rider's head. Panniers were fitted, and with that, the big and beefy Kawasaki was redesignated a sport touring bike. How effective it was is a matter of opinion, but what isn't in doubt is its speed and handling abilities. 3. BMW S1000 XR 170 miles per hour. While the BMW S1000RR has had praise heaped on it from every quarter, the touring-biased S1000 XR has gone largely under the radar, which is a pity as it's a devastatingly fast and dynamic touring machine. Following the Multistrada in terms of its tall, adventure-like styling and stance, the XR is a disarming mixture of elements. Comfort and wind protection is excellent, while the chassis, suspension, and brakes are straight off the racetrack. 2. Yamaha FJR 1300 ES 172 miles per hour. Almost exactly the same as the Kawasaki, here is an old-school, big-engine sports touring bike that is much more than the sum of its parts. The fact that the Yamaha FJR 1300 ES has been around for over 20 years says much about its popularity, although it is one of those bikes that are easy to overlook, mainly because it goes about its business without much fanfare from Yamaha. This is a shame, as the FJR 1300 ES has a lot going for it: creamy smooth power from the 1,298 cubic centimeters, inline 4-cylinder engine, large and comfortable seats, good wind protection, and excellent luggage. Again, like the Kawasaki, chassis and suspension behavior is out of all proportion to the size and purpose of the bike, and it is unlikely there is a more entertaining way of disposing of the miles. 1. KTM 1290 Super Duke GT 187 miles per hour. Take one of the maddest naked sport bikes on the market, slap a fairing and a more upright riding position on it, along with a set of panniers, and you have KTM's idea of a touring bike, which it calls the 1290 Super Duke GT. And, thank goodness, they had the idea. Never have comfort and performance sat together so well, but also so unlikely. The seat might still be KTM hard, but it is wide and supportive. Similarly, the riding position is on the sportier side of touring, but the wind protection is excellent, and you just don't seem to get tired, no matter how long you ride.
I hope to inspire you and help you learn more about your favorite theme. Subscribe to my channel, and let me know what you think.